And welcome back to the farm. So today we are able to get this harvest. It was looking a bit tricky-dicky. It looks like the soil temperature should be okay. So we are hoping that the crops aren't too wet and we can get stuck in, and thankfully we can get stuck in. So look, let's get into this field today. We are approaching winter today, being the last day of summer here. Autumn. So we're going to make sure we get stuck into this and finish her off without too much hassle. Another day of growth would have been nice, but I didn't want to risk it. We have forecasts from snow on the weekend, and I just didn't want to risk. I didn't want to risk the fact that we may, we may get some snow, and of course thus lose the crop, so to speak. We would lose the crop. There'd be no chance of harvesting at all. I'm just going to cut in here. We're just going to do a head row, really, just to cut off a little bit of the edge, especially towards the top end where the trees are, and even to the side that we're approaching here, just because there's that hedgerow there. And just make it a little bit easier for ourselves. We are doing, obviously, this is soybeans, so there is no issue in terms of straw or anything. Now, obviously, looking at the field 20 that we were last year with you, we did well with about 11 bales. Obviously, if I hadn't messed up with the header and also that first row there with the straw strafe, we would have probably got some more. Well, we would have got some more bales out of it, and thus we would have had some more yield. But at the end of the day, we did what we got for the hay, and it was pretty good for us. Now, as towards the winter coming, depending on the weather, we might be able to. I was thinking of planting, but we're not going to do any planting early winter. We can't anyway. But what we're going to probably look at in the winter is getting these trees sorted, and then going from there. And hopefully, field 10 over there needs lime, so we're going to look at getting that done anyway. Alright, so we're going to get stuck in, and we are going to get this done. So like I said, field 10, it does need a bit of work. It needs lime, so we're going to be ploughing all that probably in the next day or two, before the snow is set to come. Get that ploughed, get that sorted in. I'm cutting here. Get that sorted, and then we'll be all good to go. And once we can get that done, plough it out, give it a lime, then obviously the soil is going to be too cold to obviously do any seeding, and it's not the type of year you're going to do seeding really. End of autumn you can do some seeding, but we obviously today is the end of autumn, so we're not in the situation to do that. Well, we could. I mean, now the late start today, obviously as you see, it will be after 3 o'clock. It's because of waiting for the crops to dry, really, just to get that moisture and, the mildew and just all that overnight sort of moisture out of the crop or off the crop too much, because it makes it harder to thresh otherwise. And you, again, like I mentioned before, you won't get anything out of it, really. All you're going to do is basically just mush it down more than anything else. So, anyway, that's what the plans are today. We're just going to get this done. If we have enough daylight, I may make a start on the ploughing of field 10, and you can come along with us for that ride should we get into it. But let's get this field done and dusted first of all, shall we? So as you can see, the sunlight is fading and has been for a little while, so we're not going to really get a chance at all to make any start on field number 10. We're just going to be finishing off this field pretty much, offloading what we can, and then we will be selling it, and the day will be done here, really. Well, the day that we've shown you on the little video anyway. So just this little section here to just scout down, and then we'll be done. Obviously, we will be returning the harvester as well, and then from there we will be able to complete our harvest. So we're just going to take this right now. All done. Beautiful. And she is done and dusted. Yes, we're just confirming. We do have that little patch up here, which we will just... she's around here somewhere. There she is. Woo! We'll just get this out the way. And considering we've got the trailer already sorted, we're going to just pull up like that to it with the harvester. I do need to just jump out of this lady here. We'll turn you off, Thresher, because my character is there. We need to hook her up, undo the covers. I'm going to put the beacons on now. Just so we can. A little bit more. Alright, we'll get out here. Attach this trailer. Now. Yep, okay, so we'll leave the tractor running. We'll just nip over back to the combine here. Put maximum lights on. Put the auger out as soon as we can. And we should be able to empty ourselves out here. Oh gee, that's touch and go. Right, so that's done and dusted. Okay, so we're going to we're going to turn off the harvester here now. Squeeze past, jump into a massive tractor. Oh. Okay, and we're going to get this sold. Now, obviously, before we get it sold, we need to know where we're going. I can presume we are going to... so we're talking, yeah, 1,200 at the livestock market. Okay, so we'll get that tagged. We know where that is anyway. And we'll get that going. Now, I'll tell you what, we do need... some lighting along this yard because it just makes it fun as we enter down. So in the last episode, if you watched the whole series, and I suspect some may have not, I asked the question, what are we going to do here? Do you think we should be putting in a little gateway, a little entry point along the driveway there to field 20 for situations kind of like this? Where we can, or where we are on the road, so that we can come up the driveway and go straight into field 20 when we are working that. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to do over the summer. I'll probably the winter, I should say. But yeah, let me know down below in this video if you've watched it this far as well, and we, you know, it'd be good to know. What do you think we should do? Should we be adding in maybe a little entry point along the drive, say mid-drive towards or to field 20? So we're not hauling much today. We're only hauling about 22% of our capacity. So we're hauling just 3,100 or so in terms of soybeans. So I don't know how much we're going to get for it really, but we'll just see anyway. This is the last of the harvest, finally all done and dusted. And a short episode today. Not much we did. Well, not much we could show you, to be honest. We did a fair bit of work, a little prep work and stuff around the grounds and around the farm, just prior. But unless there's probably a lot of that is not really something to show, and a lot of it was also involving good old-fashioned paperwork, which is never something anyone wants to see. Right, let's unload the soybeans here. Won't take much. 3,800, so almost $4,000 pounds there, I should say. So that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good amount for the end of the harvest. So we've unloaded now. We're just going to head back to the farmyard. We do still have the combine and everything to return. But thankfully, our Jim next door neighbour, he's been kind enough to say, hey, look, bro, he's going to take it back for us because he was going down to the shop anyway to pick something up. He gave me a call and said, hey, could I have a lift? And I said, well, how about you do me a favour, bro? You drop down the combine back to the shops for me, that way you got your ride. And he's like, oh, yeah, we'll do that for you. So that's all been done and done. So we won't have to worry about that now. It's not an extra trip for us. It is getting, it's getting towards 8 o'clock. And so we can just get home and take this trailer back now and park her up for the night. And then we just get into it, and I will probably more paperwork for me to do, just more planning, confirming some things for the winter and how we're going to basically get into it. I'm going to go this way, I think. Oh, I always take that too fast. Alright, and back onto our field here, field 11, that we just finished off doing. And we're just going to take this now. Actually, I'm going to park her up here tonight. I think it'll be alright. Just move her up. We're not really going to be doing much to the fields anyway. So I think we'll just park her there. I'll just hop out and unhook. Jump back in the tractor, and we are going to park the tractor back into the shed here. It hasn't been for a while, and we will be here. So that's done. Tractor is done. Engine off. Out we get. Put my little flashlight on. So yeah, not much to do. No, not much done. I will go through, do some calculations, and try and come up with just give us an idea how much we made on the harvest this season here. So just have a look in the PDA here. We've got our sales here. So all the fields here are showing that obviously 21 and 11 are done. 11, as I've mentioned, field 10 needs liming, so we're going to be doing all that. Then I'm going to go through and do my planning for the spring. We've got a few days of that to go. It may change. Let's just have a quick look at the finances today. We see, obviously, because of the harvest, 3,800. We've sold about 400 in bees and honey-related sort of things. So it's quite good. Our honey production here is really cramping up with those beehives. Gives us about 500 odd a day, give or take. We did make the loss last yesterday, but that was also because we had the leasing cost here of 5,800. Now that we've the combine is obviously gone, so we're going to not incur a whole day of that, but a fair bit. We are going to hopefully see less leasing costs because we're actually leasing nothing now. Yeah, we'll see what we're going to do. Just going to have a nosy. So there's a lot of our neighbours here who are asking just some deals. So we may call on them in the winter months, depending on how much we have to do along the farm and how much stuff we get done. Whether you see that or not, it depends really how exciting it's going to be. All right, folks. Thanks for joining me today on Mercury Farms. Well, I guess we officially ended our first harvest on the farms. I think it was quite successful. I'll run the numbers to see how it was, but we end up so far on 51k, just 51.5k-ish. But of course, we haven't finished the year yet. We've still got the winter months, and the opportunity for any money coming in is very limited now. We don't have animals, of course. We do have some tree work. We can probably get some money from that eventually. And also, like I said, I'll pick up some contracts here and there if I can, just to keep things ticking over, because we're still going to have some expenses to do. All right, thanks for joining us. Yeah, you all know what to do. If you enjoyed this video, yes, smack a like on it and all that jazz. I will see you next time on Mercury Farms. Kia kaha.